I'm David Markus, Chief Product Officer at TBD.com, the social network for people over 40.
What do you think are some of the common misunderstandings that people have about how people over 40 use the internet?
I think that people over 40 use the internet in pursuit of the things that matter most to them in life. That's their family, their relationships in life, their passions, their hobbies, and so on. We don't respond to the internet as a sort of monolithic gathering point for people of a certain age group. We look at the internet as a place to go to fulfill our desires, our needs, our aspirations around the things that matter to us in life. That's the misnomer, the misunderstanding that's out there. I think that there's a baby boom generation that can be encapsulated in around a single point of identity. We are as diverse as any other group of Americans, any other generation of Americans, and the degree to which marketers and others in the media understand that, the better they'll do with us as a demographic.
Do you feel somewhat out of place in some ways at this nerd fest called South by Southwest Interactive? Because, you know, you skew and I skew old on the demographic scale here.
I'm digging it, man. I think this is fun. You're right. I feel like a dinosaur around these parts sometimes. But I am really impressed, as we were talking earlier, that the things that the people here are creating are not necessarily covered with our fingerprints, people our age, but they are going to serve our interests. They are tools, they are platforms, they are perspectives that are being developed here that we can use and will use to develop our needs, our passions, our desires, and things that matter to us in life. So I really have fun at gatherings like this, and I learn a ton, and that's the best part for me.
Why do you think people over 40 are a good demographic for the young people to sort of develop for and market to?
There's 78 million of us. We spend about $3 trillion a year. But we've also got some living under our belt. I think that there's an interesting phenomenon building among some of the younger generations vis-a-vis ourselves. And that is we're looked to as a kind of mentoring source. Not so much parents as older siblings, somebody who can really provide you with some advice, some counsel, some perspective on the challenges that you're going to face if you're 20 or 30 as you head into family life, career, you know, the extension of your career, and so on. So I feel a real welcomeness here among people of different generations, much more so than when I was 20 and there was a real tension, I think, between the generations. I find it much more in concord today.